Hi Aquarius, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your September 2021 love reading. Thank you to those of you who liked, viewed, shared, subscribed, and donated to the channel. I appreciate all of that. And for those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the bridge in the gap spread. And the way it works is to look at the past energies, present energies, and future energies between you and your main love interest. Once we get through all that, we'll pull some oracle cards for some additional insight. That's where the bridging gap dynamic comes into play. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, and on the right side we have the Tarot Sexual Magic. And also keep in mind, while I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left is your energy and the cards on the right is the other person's, it's a general reading, so if you feel like it's the right side that represents your energy and the left is the other person's, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have Nine of Coins, Virgo energy, Princess of Coins, Page of Pentacles, and we have Queen of Coins, Queen of Pentacles. So the way I'm seeing these energies play out, to me, is saying on the surface you came across like you're really enjoying being single, right? Just doing your own thing. But with that Princess of Coins, I feel like this is saying that for after a while, your feelings might have grown for this person a little bit. And you might have actually gotten to the point where you could see the potential for a long-term commitment with this person. But I feel like, especially given that this is Capricorn energy, you guys didn't necessarily express that to them. For some of you, this might have been around the time of the Capricorn full moon too, when you might have come to that realization. But that's primarily what I'm picking up on there. On the surface, you're playing it cool, like you're, enjoying yourselves, but underneath the surface, you actually started to gain feelings for them. Past energy on their side, we have the Hangman and Judgment. So the way I'm reading these energies is, this is Pisces energy usually, but this usually represents an energy of not really coming forward, but trying to see things from a different perspective. So I feel like they were trying to hang back as well and not really come across, too aggressively toward you. But I feel like this is either someone that you already had a situation with in the past, or it could just be saying that they might have felt like they already known you. Like that instant recognition you have with some people, like, oh, I feel like I've known this person before. So maybe that's kind of what it is for the two of you. Maybe it freaked you out on a certain level, but that's what I'm seeing there. All right, present energy on your side, we have the Four of Cups. So usually this represents not being happy with what's being offered to you. And her back is also turned to the cards on his side. So for some of you, this could be them making offers and you're not necessarily happy with those. But I feel like it more than likely is pointing to there might be other offers at play for you, but you're not necessarily interested in those. So yeah, it's still kind of that same energy where I feel like there's definitely an interest between the two of you, but it seems like both sides are trying to play it cool. Because the present energy on their side is the Chariot in reverse. So Chariot in the upright definitely represents forward movement, a bit of victory energy, but with that coming up in reverse, I feel like this is saying that they're holding back too. So like I got the energy with the Hangman and Judgment. Like I said, for some of you, they might have approached in the past, but either way, I feel like in the present, it's saying that they're holding back. And possibly because when they try to gauge your energy, it looks like you're enjoying being single, right? You're not really interested in love. So I feel like that could be preventing them from coming forward toward you. All right, future energy on your side, we have the Eight of Coins, Virgo energy, and the Two of Coins, Capricorn energy. So yeah, on the one hand, I feel like this could be saying that you are going to start to put the work back in, but underneath it all, you still could have a little bit of skepticism, which is funny because your general reading that I did last week, I think I titled it Skepticism. I don't remember it being related to love necessarily, but maybe it was. So if this is relating to you guys, maybe you want to check that reading out as well for a little bit more insight. But that's what I'm seeing playing out for some of you. We do see that one heart is definitely red, and then the other one almost has a grayed out, icy type vibe to it. So that makes me think hot and cold. And then with that Eight of Coins, like I said, for some of you would be putting in the work, but for others of you might be this is you going back and forth on if you want to put in the work toward this person, but you are pointed in their direction. So I feel like you're getting there, but not necessarily sure I'm physically seeing it playing out this month. And future energy on their side, we have the Three of Wands, Aries energy, and the Eight of Swords, Gemini energy. So Three of Wands is definitely a more passionate energy, but if we think about it in traditional tarot, it's the waiting for your ships to come in energy, right? And then with that Eight of Swords energy, it's usually a very stuck energy as well. So I feel like this is them having that desire to be with you, but not taking action toward it. So yeah, like I said, it definitely looks like both sides seem to have that interest, but no one's really making the moves just yet. And for some of you, like I usually point out with Mercury retrograde phases, which we're going to have Mercury retrograde in Libra toward the end of September, if things are already a bit stagnant, that could actually help free up the energy. So that might be the one positive, but of course that's toward the end of the month. But that's certainly a possibility there. Now, bottom of the deck on your side, we have the Seven of Staves. So this is actually Leo energy, which is your opposite sign. So this could just be saying that you might be guarded toward connections in general. So maybe you've just had a little bit of skepticism toward long-term relationships. And if this is the energy this person gave off, like that's what they were interested in, you might have, just wanted to keep your guard up with them. Let me see if anything else comes to mind with that. Yeah, I mean, that could just be it, where you might have just felt some intensity from their feelings toward you, and that might have taken you back a little bit. Because the bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Sun. So definitely a much more optimistic attitude, right? It's usually a light and playful energy, but there can be intensity with it as well. So if we think about your energy versus theirs, it could just be saying that that could be where the disconnect is. Maybe there's the mutual interest there, but they just might have a lot more optimism toward the connection, whereas you might be a little bit more skeptical at this time. So that can work itself out over time, but again, it looks like no one's really making any moves into connection as of right now, anyway. So we'll see what the Oracle cards add to the mix, though. First, we'll see if we get anything from the Aqua Moonlight deck here. I did pre-shuffle this deck, and what I'm going to be looking for is some jumpers as far as unspoken messages from you to them and from them to you. And if I shuffle for a while without anything coming up, I'll just move on to the next deck. But occasionally we get extra messages here, so we'll see if we get any. All right, and this one doesn't want to go back in the deck. And next we'll see if we get any from them to you. All right, nothing coming up, but I'll give it a few more shuffles. Yep, nothing coming up on their side. So we'll see what we got for your side. Okay. Wow. We have within a year or more. So yeah, it looks like this is definitely going to take a while on your part. Definitely a pretty interesting message. Within a year, of course, that could mean a month, 3 months, 7 months. But yeah, just obviously that wording makes me think that it might be something that's going to take a little bit longer for the two of you to move forward. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling there. And with that judgment energy, that could be what it is, really, where it's saying that the two of you really are meant to have some kind of connection, but the two of you just might not be ready at this time. So definitely interesting that that came up there. I don't think I've seen that card come up before, but next we'll pull a card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck here. Same situation as far as I pre-shuffle this one as well. But here we're just looking for one card with general advice, and we'll wrap up. Alright, so nothing's coming up, so what I'll do is I'll actually put the deck down and give me a few seconds to tune in, and we'll just pull a card. Okay. So we have a leg up. There's the artwork, and the number is 34. Alright, it says receiving help, delegating authority, interdependence. The Oracle's message: you've come to a point where going it alone is no longer optimal for you. Life has a way of presenting you with the perfect people to align with who can give you a leg up during this next phase of your journey. Help comes to you in all areas of your life where you need a boost. The trick is to accept that aid so freely given. When you embrace interdependence, allowing teamwork and independence to commingle, miracles happen. Now is such a time. So yeah, the part where it mentions you've come to a point where going it alone is no longer optimal for you, it's interesting because, like I said, it looks like there was some resistance on your part to a connection. Like I mentioned, the seven of staves there, and then the nine of coins, but underneath it all, it's like there was some interest on your part, but then you might go a little bit back and forth with hot and cold. So hopefully that resonated with you guys. If that's your story. And then the relationship message says relationships that are healthy thrive on interdependence. It's important to recognize that you need others as much as they need you. You must allow people to support you just as you are there for them. This is a time to be vulnerable, to speak up about your needs, and to ask for them to be fulfilled. Trust, you will be met with kindness and love. Don't expect others to read your mind, though. Ask and it is given. So, pretty positive message there. I will say it does look like this person's pretty willing, but I feel like there's just picking up on your energy where it looks like there might not be interest on your part, so they might hold back. But it looks like the desire is pretty steady on their part. So, hope whatever resonated with you guys. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.